thing that I love more than anything else is the video with the screen share capability, because you can show people stuff, you can teach people stuff, but then they can watch it on their own time. So you're not bothering them. It is personal, but it's not intrusive.
The Bombcast, mercifully short stories for the trusted advisor.
It's mentally and emotionally straining, the idea of buying a house or selling a house or refinancing a house, because it's all moving money and potentially uprooting and changing your lives. And with all of these changes and needing to communicate and set proper expectations in different ways and all the tech that's booming in the mortgage space now, how are you finding a way to effectively stay in touch with your clients and realtors you do business with without digitally polluting and just spraying them with unwanted digital distractions?
Yeah, so I think we always try to find stuff that is valuable. We love automation. Automation is great, but you have to automate the right things. So, one of our partners is in Colorado with the BombBomb crew, HomeBot. We have a partnership with HomeBot. I know you guys have an integration with them as well, that allows us to deliver valuable content to our customers on a monthly basis without us really having to do anything. If the customers have questions, we get emails from the HomeBot Digest, and then we can follow up with that conversation. Most times people are just reviewing it. We can see that they're opening it and continually opening it month after month, which means they like the data, but we leave them alone. And then we do use a lot of video. I mean, I reach out, and the one thing I love about video is if you record a video, and especially the thing that I love more than anything else is the video with the screen share capability, because you can show people stuff, you can teach people stuff, but then they can watch it on their own time. So you're not bothering them. It is personal, but it's not intrusive. They can access it whenever they want to. And so we do a lot of that stuff. We have, 1-year annual reviews where we follow up with a video message of what options they might have with some data on their house. And we just kind of send out value. And if the customer wants to have a conversation with us, they can. But the one thing we do try to make sure is that they just always have our contact info. So we try to get people to get our app on the phone. So if they have a question, it's there. We try to get people set up on HomeBot so they're getting valuable information each month. And then as things come up, as the market changes, we typically will record video and just send out updates, but we do it as needed. We're not doing it just to touch them every single month, whether we need to or not. We're trying to do it as needed and as we can provide value.
And I've experienced that firsthand. I got to say, that's one thing that I love, because a lot of mortgage professionals will add these different tech stacks and turn on all these different types of automations. And there's nobody reminding them, hey, you're sending all of this content to the same people every month. Now they're hearing from you every week on things that may not even be relevant to them. But then with you, you've got HomeBot. Of course, we love HomeBot. We did a webinar with them a while back on how to use BombBomb with HomeBot to build relationships with realtors. But then that screen record feature, total game changer. What would you say? Close us out with this. For other trusted advisors using BombBomb, what would you recommend as the number one video they need to have saved in their back pocket to reuse?
Well, I don't like rules, so I can't give you just one, but there's two that I'll give you. So the one is when you close and fund a loan. So for us, we have a relationship with experience.com. They're sending reviews out to all of our funded customers. And what I found was that when we send a post-close video of us thanking them for their business, letting them know that we truly have gratitude for them as customers. There's a million loan officers out there, and it was myself or somebody on my team that they chose. So we're full of gratitude. We express that. We let them know that they're going to be getting a review request and how important it is for us to have positive reviews. That has increased the completion rate of our reviews. And I think the scores, I don't say, please give me a 5-star review, but I say, when we get positive reviews, other people see them. So if you wouldn't mind leaving us some positive feedback, that'd be great. And so that helps. But then we also let them know when their first payment's coming. and that they should get everything they need in the mail, but that we'll also reach out to them the week prior to the first payment being due to make sure. And what that does is it cuts down on phone calls after closing, people saying, hey, what happens next? Where do we make our payment? When are we going to get information? We just outline it all in that post-close video at funding, and then the customer is comfortable with everything. The other video that is super important is when you're sending out closing documents to people, you can chase them down and try to set up a meeting, and they're going to call you at the worst possible time when you're tied up with something else, and they're going to say, I have questions, call me. And if you just send a video and screen share and go through, especially, so this is a new thing with BombBomb, secure videos. When you can do that and go over the closing numbers and explain everything, and then after you've explained it, say, if you have any questions on this, give me a call. You've already explained it. You've already answered their questions because you've walked through it. And again, they can digest it on their own. They're going to read that at 10 o'clock at night, and they're going to just leave you alone. They're going to have all their questions answered. They're going to feel satisfied. And it's taking you 30 seconds to record a video versus phone tag and then just, being on the phone for 5-10 minutes.
The Bombcast. Mercifully short stories for the trusted advisor.